So today we are going to the library.
Yes.
We're going to pick up our well-deserved free coffees. We got 2 free coffees this week, and
We're also stopping at a car boot sale because we need a mop, and you guys are coming along because it's fun.
yes,
And along the way we are going to tell you about our no spend rules, which includes how we've defined essentials versus non-essentials and the grey areas in between,
yeah,
our hardcore rules.
yes, and how we're going to deal with sort of expected and unexpected situations. Yeah, and also maybe just touch lightly on tracking things.
Yeah, how we're going to be tracking weekly and monthly for accountability and to be able to share it with you.
Yeah.
So let's pack our bags and get going.
Cell phone for coffee cards, glasses for reading,
Sun cream because it's still hot.
cap and like scarfy thing for back of the neck. Okay, and we've had breakfast, so we won't need to eat out there. Yay us.
Bye-bye, kitty cat. See you
Bye,
later.
Shelby. Bye, guys. See you outside the garage. So this is the road you came with us last time. So now we're turning off. We're going to walk past the car boot market sale and head on to the library and coffee first. As you can see, they're all setting up in there already. It's 20 to 8. According to the placards, they open at 9. So it's looking pretty exciting, and it looks like they've put up flags for countries that are represented, so we'll see if we can find out what that is and let you know.
So we've stopped at this little park along the way that kind of bridges our suburb with the next suburb that we're walking through, and it's very pretty. So we thought, why not just stop here and tell you more?
Yeah,
so
exactly.
the first thing on our list is describing essentials and non-essentials, and then we'll dive into what our essentials are and then see where we're at.
Yeah, so essentials are obviously things you can't do without, like groceries, transport,
Rent,
utilities,
internet,
bank charges, you know. You get
coffee? No, we'll get to that in a minute. And then non-essentials are entertainment,
snacks, unfortunately.
having coffee out that you actually pay for,
Yeah.
buying things like plant milk and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's that. But I think the interesting part here is that we have what we call in grey essentials and managed essentials, because there's very obviously essentials and non-essentials, but then
Yeah.
there's a grey area. Grey area essentials it's our heroic app, and we've made a video on that which you can
okay.
watch. And it's also DDP yoga, which we subscribe to annually, and that's for health and fitness. So for us, it's an essential. Do we need it to survive in the world? No. Do we need it to increase our health span? Absolutely.
Yeah.
So that's a grey
that's
area
a good
essential.
one.
Yeah. And now we're going to carry on walking because I think we've covered all of that. And then
And the geese are getting closer and closer.
they're getting close. Yeah. So okay. We actually used to live in this area a few years ago, and it's absolutely exquisite for walking and running. It's just so much of birdies and nature and lots of foliage and trees and stuff. it's magnificent. It's so full of energy here.
Yeah, and it's quiet as well, especially mornings. So we're just coming up to the house that we used to live in. We sometimes talk about the Constantia cottage. This is the house over here. So this would have been such a beautiful garden for miles. We did have a kitty friend here actually, who we also pretty much fell in love with. Ooh, there's a whole bunch of birdies. This beautiful, he called it a Norwegian pine, that he planted himself in the 70s when he moved in here.
Green face.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Thank you. This is my home. I'm a chapter. Sukiba. Jane. So we've arrived at the car boot sale and we're going to have a walk around and see if there's any chance we can find a mop.
So hopefully we get a chance to see the donks. We walk past this thing on this place in like so often and we're wondering about donkeys and we never see them.
We've already had 2 coffees.
I was just about to say.
Could share
We've
one.
got a coffee allowance. I mean, we've got 65 rand to spend.
Okay, I'll go and get us one flat white.
A beautiful woman striding towards me with a full cup of coffee. Who could wish for more? Paradise. How fitting. Okay, so thanks to this beautiful wife of mine, we now have an extra cup of coffee. And we bought this with the 5% we saved on last week's savings. So
It's our reward.
our first no-spend year reward. That's like us. Anyway, I'm supposed to do the first sips. Yeah, It's a good coffee.
It was made with love.
So, with coffee in hand, we're going to talk to you about the specific rules of our no spend year and
Any exceptions that crop up.
yeah.
So, the first and most important rule is you stick to the budget no matter what. No deviation.
Yeah.
The budget is gospel.
Yes, the oracle. And that what really helps with that is that weekly the weekly limits that course budget has shown us how to do. It actually really helped with this last week. So that is like there's no negotiating there. If you don't have money left there, you don't buy.
Yeah, exactly. So then, because obviously it's like we keep saying, it's a long year, so we don't want to fall off the wagon. We've allowed ourselves 2 coffee dates per month with friends.
Yes.
So, so that you still get to be sociable as well. And then some exceptions. The very obvious and big one is family health comes first no matter what.
Yeah.
Like recently, Miles has had some issues.
Yeah.
And it's like dipped into the budget quite a bit, but that's the way
You
it goes.
just have to do it. So emergencies are obviously part of the rules, but we've got a really cool explanation around that in the next section.
So the next part of our no spend year rules, or guidelines rather, is how to deal with expected and unexpected situations.
Yeah. So what we learnt on the course, which was like a bit of a wake up. I mean, it makes perfect sense, and it's what some people do when they save for things, but they call it pre-funding. So there's a couple of categories that you pre-fund for. So we've got sort of clothing, medical, unforeseen expenses, which can be sort of maintenance and stationery and those kind of things. And there was a fourth one.
We'll list them.
Yeah. Anyway, so you put away a little bit of money every month, so that sort of grows as you go, and you put it into an accessible savings account, so you at least earn a little bit of interest on that too.
Yeah. Okay, we're hoping, because I know in the last video that the coffee shop was really loud, so they've turned the music up a little bit. I really hope that it's not as bad
Not
as
too
last
bad.
time. So, what song is this? I recognize it.
I don't know, isn't it Bon
Jack,
Jovi?
it's Jack and Diane. So anyway, do enjoy that.
Andrew's favorite?
No, it's not Bon Jovi, so that's why it's not my favorite.
Love goes on.
Okay, let's not
Okay,
be
we're
those
going to
old
cut
people.
that out.
So then the last thing that we need to tell you about, which we'll actually have to show you, but it's basically talking about our accountability tracking system. So we've come up with a way to let you all know how we're doing on a weekly and monthly basis. So weekly, we're going to be doing an update on the community tab.
Yes.
And we found a nice way to lay that out. And then monthly, I think we mentioned it in our last video that we are going to do a monthly live chat.
Yes. Yeah.
And we'll update you at the beginning of that chat about. We've got some ideas around maybe bar graphs to show you.
Visually show you.
But
you
we
know,
first.
the uptick. Sorry.
Yeah, we're meeting with our financial advisor next week, by the way, which is so exciting. And we're hoping that she can give us the BHAG goal, because then we can show you that's the BHAG goal, and this is where we are. Probably a line you won't see just yet. But over the year, we're hoping to show you how it grows.
Yeah. And BHAG stands for Big Hairy Audacious Goal.
I think that's everything, hey, from us
Yes.
for this week. So until next time, keep it simple
Keep it super frugal.
and age with intention.
Bye. Dish, 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 dish.
No energy today, hey?
No, but it's like we've been on the road for 4 hours shooting. Okay, 3.5. Although we are sitting in a beautiful shady spot.
So beautiful. Okay. See you later.
Bye.
Oh, by the way, we never got to see the donkeys. We don't know where they are.
Yeah, they're hiding. They probably don't want to know all this noisy nonsense here. Noisy nonsense.
Bye-bye.
Bye.